Hey, what's up for everybody out there in video game land or YouTube land, whatever you're watching it on. It's your boy Lucky Luck, aka JoeJackie13's. 3 weeks, I believe, 3 weeks to the early release, or 2.5 weeks to the early release of 2K17, and I've really been wondering. I heard about the My GM being a little different. I'm hoping they have a road to the finals tournament for maybe $250,000 or $500,000 this time, or maybe $1 million. Split between 5 ways, that'd be cool. Pro-Am. And my career, I've seen that my career is going to be kind of tight. But actually, I'm really curious as to what they're going to do with this Play Now feature. Funny enough, I did not play this the whole year. 11 months. I did not play Now. I did not play Blacktop, All-Star Chemo, none of this NBA Today. I played none of it. And I just got on to this Play Now thing. I played 15 games, and I got ranked up from freshman up to college in 15 games. I don't play with any of the best teams. So since I don't play with any of the best teams, that's why it's like easy for me to rank up quick. I don't know how many games the average person has to play, but every time I win with the Knicks, they count it as like 3 wins. When I play against the Warriors, who most people pick because they suck. Same when they pick the Cavaliers or whatever. Also with the Kings, same thing. When I won with the Grizzlies, I got 2 points. They're not as good. I think they made the playoffs. So for any team that didn't make the playoffs, you get like 3 wins, 3 wins. Yeah, so it's a hard for my first team because I lose. And I think I rock with them, but I don't play with them. Being from New York, try to have some kind of pride in the Knicks, even though Carmelo and them stink the place up. Hopefully they do better this season. These are my 2 favorite teams to run with. Mostly because of Carmelo, Rudy Gay, DeMarcus Cousins, and Robin Lopez. The next season, we got, what's his man's name? Derrick Rose. Hopefully, it'll be a better team. Be a more fun team to run with. What's up, y'all? Give me a second. I'll be over there in a minute. Rockets are shooting teams on the limit perimeter. Shot. Crash. Lineup.
I want you to know that it's our time. You and me bleed the same light. I want you to know that I'm all yours. You and me are on the same course. I'm slipping down a chain reaction.
I'm supposed to put Grant for that one.
Here I go,
Kind of flowing up tape. Let me see. Hey, what's good, little bro? Tonight, just broadcasting, trying to get into the 2K17 system. supposed to be reading up on my opponent's thing. I was wondering with this with the play now thing, how they have like this whole system broken down into people playing each other. I did not know about this. I should have been up on this.
We're live, the home of the Rockets in wonderful Houston, Texas.
I think it's time.
You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony.
The kind of player I'm gonna make for 2K17.
And so off the tip, it's
I'm
New York.
thinking I want to be like.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Tony Roten out there with Vujicic. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Kevin Seraphin.
Kind of
and it's Porzingis in
like
the fourth spot.
Nice make for him as they get the scoring started.
Yeah, he gets it going.
I'm
who
not
knows
saying,
now? It might be a really big night in store for him.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Off
like
to a
an
good
all
start as
around
he hits
sort
his
of
first shot
ridiculous
attempt.
ball handle kind of player.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
And he can drive to the hoop.
Here's Roten.
Even if he's not.
And it goes as the official calls
he's
the
not
foul.
the best at
He'll shoot one
scoring,
more at the free
which,
throw line.
you know, I never really tried to do.
Huge height advantage there, but
play.
because of the great body control,
people
he's
talk a
able
lot
to
of shit
cancel
though
it out.
when you're not.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Not everybody's gonna be the top scorer on the team. Man.
Here's Beverly,
and
the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Man. Dennis Rodman got hella rings.
Well, Clark, what can you say about the Knicks last season? They had a lot of trouble on their road trips, among other things.
Well, especially on the road. I mean, only managed to get 7 road wins on the season, Kevin.
But yeah, man, I'm running through these boys.
And that one's good, Roten. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
Thing with the team.
I tell you what, that's
I was
just a
so
major
wrapped
unforced
up
error right there, guys.
in my player thing.
I
did not play this one time. Yeah. Matter of fact, the play now joint. Right now I'm playing. Oh, my opponent left the match. They keep quitting on me too, man. These boys don't want this work. I was just using the Knicks. But see, that only counted as 1 win because he quit. I don't like when they do that, yeah. I like when they play the whole thing out so I get my 3 wins or my 2 wins. But yeah, man. I'm okay. UFC, I haven't played it in a minute, but I really did like it though. I really do like it. I was actually kind of surprised. I don't know yet. But I'm gonna get to something. Oh no. I was gonna get the physical copy though. You want me to get the joint online? I always, you know me, I actually like the physical copy, but if you want me to, damn homie, I was gonna stand in line. I forgot. Oh, you have no idea. Like, you really have no idea, man. That shit is like so serious to me. Oh. I really hope I'm away. I don't want like similar jerseys or anything. Isolates 50% of the time. I like to play one-on-one, have balance shooting. Never from the shooting for not good enough for ball. Plays off ball. Not much. Plays on ball. He drives mostly. He'll shoot 3-pointers. Rarely shoot a mid-range. I guess if the opportunity presents itself.
Timberwolves continue their journey as they play an interconference matchup in this road game. The fans making some noise here at the Knicks Arena. The New York Knicks are getting settled in. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony.
Sometimes I wish I had like a dunking.
Our chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. On the court for Minnesota. Wiggins outside at the 3 with Anthony Towns at the 4. Rubio and Levine teaming up in the backcourt. And it's Jang in at the 5 spot. Lopez, no luck. It's tipped. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
In last season, the Wolves had the hardest strength of schedule in the entire league. Might have worked out for them in the end, as come lottery time, those extra losses do tend to help.
Knicks have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch, and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold, the way that guy gets to the rim.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
Roden kicks to Lopez.
A 2K7,
and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for it.
They scored several times already here in the first quarter down low.
I do
like
know
that.
some people who have
it's
it,
like
and
a running game
I'm
in
curious
football.
about
When
one
you can
thing.
pound the
If the
basketball
running
inside,
game
it also
is better.
allows you to control the team's
If
transition.
like,
Jumps
well,
up.
it looks
And the jam by Anthony.
like it looks like
And Clark, that's really
if your man is
for a
strong
team to cough up the ball and have it
and
turn
he
into
can,
points immediately on the
you know
other
what I mean?
end.
Like if he's ridiculously strong,
like
he can kind of Jerome Bettis his way around it. He can carry a couple people some yards.
And we'll get a look at
And
how
they
the
kind of did that
game has
with
been
this
going
last one,
for the Knicks.
but it just
And it's
seemed
been
like
about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the
like,
ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes
like
on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
the new catching.
Lopez passes to Vujicic. Buries it from 3-point range.
I like the new catching.
Vujicic has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Formula.
Towns dishes to Rubio. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
I don't know.
That's what I heard.
Defensive setting. Oh yeah, I heard they changed a lot for 2K, and I heard it's really like the animations are really more, what's the word I'm looking for? Like contact based. So it's like a full contact.
Knicks last season had a lot of problems here in Manhattan, and it showed all over the floor, Greg. Now, when you played for this team, you know what it's like to play basketball in New York. Not a good record for them at home last year.
How about finishing 10-31 here and playing in front of a sold-out crowd every night? And one thing about New York, they're going to let you know when they're displeased. Worst home record in the East and second worst home record in the league.
I'm not a fan.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Gorgie Gang. Prince comes in for Andrew Wiggins, and it's Muhammad in for Levine.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
My hope, I don't like the time shot that much.
Defensive end, watch out.
Like the perfect shot and all that type
Now
shit.
here's Pekovic,
like at the end of the day,
and he sinks
I
that
really
one in
think
the back of the
shots
rim
should
on
be
the way
more
in.
attribute based.
And you know, for the Knicks, there were a lot of reasons why they were bad at home.
I mean,
Bottom 5 in
if
field
you
goal
look
percentage,
at basketball
against
players,
at home field goal
they don't
defense,
shoot the
third worst
exact
field
same
goal
every
percentage
time.
at home
And
in the
the
league.
best shooters are the most
And the dunk
versatile players, Kobe and them, they have consistency, but I mean, they took some shots that look nothing like their normal shots. They made plenty of them. I mean, even when I played, just not even talking about the greatest basketball players in the world. When regular dudes play, you can jump up and float in the air and hold the ball longer and still make the shot accurate.
At least it has to get better.
Anthony drives in.
I know what to do in games, but I mean, as much as people would be really upset for like getting so many wide open or like making all their wide open shots, like it's your job to not let people get wide open shots.
And they force the shot clock violation.
The attributes say he can make wide open shots.
Timberwolves trail by
a
7.
Shooter like Ray Allen.
7-second difference, shot and game clock.
It's not a green light shot. Ray Allen ain't gonna miss that shit.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Adrian Payne.
It's gonna be, you know what though? It's gonna be a lot less like computerized looking dudes, because a lot of people have the same faces.
20 seconds left to play in the first.
The fact that the game is going to be just a little more personal.
Lets it go from 14.
Like where
no good off
almost
the back of the
everybody you see.
Here's Payne.
I mean, who don't have a phone?
Stolen by Grant.
You know what I mean?
And a fast break now for New York. Pushing it on. Here's Williams. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game.
And
here.
You know, like I said, but my player is my
That's
thing.
good
Like,
from
all
Williams.
I did was play my player for what?
And it's Garnett at the
11
elbow.
months.
And he caught that pass in full stride on
And
his
people
way to the
ask me
big
about,
slam.
you play Park, you play, nah, yeah, I can play my career and so on.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he? Huh?
Yes, sir.
And I'm not even going to be on Park. Like, I'm going to get on Park and show respect to the rest of the game. I'm going to try to, you know, whatever. But I'm going to jump on my career right away and try to, like, master my player. Yeah, the prelude. Oh,
in the books. Second about ready to get
I
underway.
was super excited,
What's your take on the
I am
Knicks so
super
far?
excited.
I just really like what we're seeing from a
That is
defensive
wild,
standpoint, forcing a
And I
lot of
was looking
turnovers
at
with those quick hands.
how
Yeah, those
now
active hands, Greg,
the
have
man
produced a number of steals early.
height,
They've been very
weight,
aggressive.
On the
arm
court for
length.
the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Wiggins is out there
Oh
with
my
Levine.
God, that is
Then
so
there's
what's
Shabazz
up.
Muhammad.
So now it's like
It's
it's going to
Garnett.
be way less
And it's
cheesy.
Jang in
You
the
know what
center,
I mean?
locking down the middle. Williams can't hit.
Well defended, though, and he's not
7'3",
someone who handles that
everybody.
kind of pressure very well.
Yo, even the center to me felt like the 7'3" stuff was just, felt like it was OD. I felt like they did it.
More and more of their
Okay, I'm
national
in
coverage
the
teams
WR League, Willis Reed,
Stolen by
Bowen
Serafin.
League. And it's like,
All
all
going
them
up court.
dudes,
And the jam by Derek
7'3",
Williams.
And
and they
unfortunately,
have
we've seen a few too many of
center
those.
and a
Lack
power
of
forward.
concentration
Both of
and
them are
alertness, a
7'3"
turnover,
every
and an
time.
easy bucket the other way in
It's like,
transition.
come on,
and
man.
really a few more
First
of
of all,
those
that's
in this game
unrealistic.
could be over.
If you want in, that's what's up, yo. Come play
Garnett
with
kicks
us.
to Jang.
We all gonna get 2K17 and
Garnett inside.
you know,
Working on
whatever.
O'Quinn.
Everybody's dead serious, so
Here's
like,
Dang. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
Yeah, way to play and attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the
I
defense
was
gets their
saying how you
money's
can
worth
get
on
on
that
team,
foul,
like,
stopping
you
the
got
layup and
fouls
not
and
giving up the and one.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Pekovic is checked in.
It's my boy Kingston.
New York
I mean,
leading
it's a
by
brand
9.
new game, so everybody's gonna be new at it, you
Quinn
know.
kicks to O'Quinn.
So,
Muhammad with the steal. Throws it up high. And Wiggins throws it down.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was
he
better.
played
The
in the
pass,
really?
the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
And guys, you know what? You wouldn't know that they're the team that's actually trailing.
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult. while they're trailing?
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
I tell you what, guys, I don't care what the score is. That's the play we're going to remember when this game is over.
Stolen by
I don't
Seraphin.
remember anymore.
Grant kicks to a
His name
flow.
sounds familiar now.
Back to Grant. Got a hand on it.
Okay.
The feed to Wiggins. Down low. Got it. Nice one there from Levine. And now just a 3-point Knicks lead.
And got stopped in the paint.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And he clearly doesn't like what's going on out there right now.
Would you? I mean, how could he like what's happening? Really had to take a time out there and try to figure out a way to derail their momentum.
And last season, really a tale of two halves for the Wolves. When Ricky Rubio returned from injury, they just looked so much more in sync as a team.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Roten kicks to Anthony.
I used to want to be a point.
Tipped.
Oh my God. They're trying to break my heart.
Here's Wiggins.
He ain't making up.
Vujacic grabs the miss. The Knicks leading by 3. Well, the Wolves improved just very slightly last year in terms of wins, but the quality of play on the floor, though, was visible.
Yeah, and you know, the team's point differential was a lot better with Rubio in the lineup. They did have some big wins over quality teams, and Rubio's impact was certainly noticeable. I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one. Although, if he missed it, I might have.
It's deflected and stolen by Roten. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end. Listen, the Knicks had a hard time scoring last year, just lacked any real presence in the paint, and lacking that paint threat makes things easier for the opposing defense.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Wiggins.
And my thing
you know
is,
what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
And working Kevin themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. You know what that can do. It pays off typically when it's in good fashion for you.
Minnesota making a switch. Payne's checked in. You know, at the Knicks, they were second to last in field goal percentage from their front court. Granted, they were hit by injuries. It seemed like all over the place all season.
Yeah, you know, with that poor field goal percentage shooting and being top 3 in field goal attempts on the year, not a good combination.
Roten the pass to Vujacic. And good on the basket. Booking. Vujacic has got 5 points so far. Payne kicks to Towns. This is the Payne. Good D by Lopez.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty for that dunk.
A nice way to pad them with a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Wiggins drives in. 4 seconds left. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Pick whatever.
The Timberwolves missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
And here's Anthony for 3. And that's not going to go.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's just
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one.
Too. That's another thing, yo. Playing with certain people.
We'll see you after
like,
halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
It's fun. It's like once you get the chemistry going.
The chemistry is what's seriously needed. My thing is, I don't know. Like, I like playing with a few of the people we play with. Some of the people we play with, I don't
second half, neither side jumping out ahead through the first two quarters. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
And the defense was soft in that first half, and he took advantage every chance he could. And boy, was he throwing it down hard.
Yes, sir. He has had too many uncontested runs to the hoop. But even if a defender's gotten there, it's been posterized time.
I played with him a while ago.
And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. They're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
And he just went off in those first two quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
Derek Williams is on. They're at Milo Quinn. Then it's Kevin Seraphin. Then there's a follow. And it's Grant in at the 1. That's the 5 for New York right now. And both free throws good for Seraphin.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Taken away by Williams. And there's the dunk to finish it off.
No, I don't know if he might have won defensive player of the year.
A steal count turned into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there. If I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant.
But
and this
he
guy,
got out
much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficiently.
Timberwolves trail by 10. And Wiggins throws it down hard.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how Clark, brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
For New York, they have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. And the first one drops.
Wow.
Muhammad is checked in for Minnesota.
Yeah, that's smooth.
I did. I realized what.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And a lot of teams in the West can at least get a little bit of a breather.
Oh my God, we played
go
this dude named Weedy Great, right? His real name.
Eastern teams.
I ain't gonna say his real name.
The Wolves didn't have that last year. They
but
got pummeled by the
Great.
entire conference.
And so
Levine kicks to Towns.
Skill-wise, he's actually
Dents
all
the
right.
rim with a
Like,
two-handed slam. Wow.
Bad or terribly bad.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead
So
will
bad
start
at
shrinking
multitasking.
even further.
And it's blocked by O'Quinn.
Yeah, though
3
he's
on
like
3.
decent at the game.
Here's Williams.
Whatever.
Oh, that's blocked. They
He
recover.
like makes
A 3-ball.
the worst
And the foul called on Kevin Seraphin. That's his first foul. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Jang. And Rubio kicks to Levine.
Kind of like
And stolen by a
he
follow.
sucks, but he doesn't suck. But he
It's
will be a
Williams
reason
with the
if he
drive.
loses.
The basket to O'Quinn. Williams in the post. Pekovic is there.
And I was gonna
Shot
say,
by
you say
Seraphin. No good.
you know,
Timberwolves
you
trail
make
by
bad
8.
decisions sometimes. Whatever.
Feeds it
Like,
to
yo,
Levine.
that's him.
He kicks it to Towns.
No, that's
Here's
him.
Muhammad.
That's
Releases
him.
from the wing and drills it.
So
Greg, as you said, with the Wolves,
And
they had
I think the real issue, people issue with him is like, dude,
record, Clark, out of
like,
And those 9 wins were the
you
fewest
make
against the East
fucked
for
up
any
decisions,
team in the
dog.
NBA. Not a
Like,
surprise
he'll
given how
sit there and
badly
be
the
like,
Wolves
oh, 2K's
struggled
broken.
in
Like, nah, nigga, dunking on 3 people.
Up top, Rubio.
2K doesn't see people doing that often. So,
Tries
you
again.
can't do it in real life that often. You ain't gonna
1-0.
do it in 2K that often, dog.
Shot
Damn
is no
near
good.
broken. It's you.
The Knicks go the other way with it.
Nah, the game's
Nobody
cheating. Like,
even-
nah, yo, it's not the game.
And this sort of awesome
Stop trying to dunk on everybody like
this
that,
team
yo.
is in charge of this game
One
right
time
now.
he argued with me. He's like, nigga, I was dunking on you all the time. I'm like, yo, dog. Only people in this game who just dunk on people like it's nothing. It's 7'3" dudes. They're
How
the
many
only
times
niggas
have
who
we
just
seen a
dunking on
possession
people like
like
that.
that from them today?
Everybody
Ending with
else?
the basket coming off a pretty pass.
You
Well,
gotta,
when you look at
know,
the assist totals, heck,
you gotta
they've
catch it
clearly the
right
better
or
team.
something. But you just
It's
ain't
Williams
dunking on
with the
people like
drive.
that. No.
It's tipped. And they'll keep possession.
Yeah, no, not like
Minnesota
2K14.
takes possession.
In
Man, I don't know
2K14,
what happened
you
right
was
there.
dunking on niggas like,
Basically walked out of bounds.
it was
Both
nobody.
teams will make
No one,
substitutions.
as long as you caught them
Levine can't
slipping,
hit.
they was getting
Those
dunked
are
on.
chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D
Man.
just enough
All right,
to keep him out of rhythm.
I need to.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style
I
points.
like
He
the
seems like he's
simplicity.
got
Well, there's also style
Not
just with
really
the fact that he's able
on the
to
2K
have that
wave.
kind of a finish,
Yeah.
though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
The Knicks have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. 2 shots. A young team trying to find their place in the league can have it tough on the road, Clark, and the 2015 Timberwolves typified that sentiment.
In
that's my little
spades,
dude.
7
Like,
and
I didn't,
34 on the road last season.
I
Dead last in the
before
West.
him, like, I never, ever
against
wanted
the
to
rest
play
of the
with
conference.
young people, you know what I mean?
Kept alive.
I still don't
Here's
like to
Vujicic.
play with people that are like
Laid
much
in with a
younger
nice
than me.
touch off the glass.
People are like
Vujicic has
anywhere
got
near
7
under
points.
21, it makes me like
Just a
uncomfortable.
solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has
Because, you
been
know
off
what I
the
mean?
charts.
Like,
Yeah, you look across the board,
yeah,
it's
no,
actually
I mean,
sizing
like,
up,
we
shaping up to be a great game. I mean,
on Power
strong
Rangers,
performances
and then
throughout.
after
They've really been strong
a
on the
while,
glass.
you know, you came out for the fight, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, we're cool, but
Here's Porzingis.
like, I
And the
wouldn't
3 off target.
look for another you. You know, I don't.
Here's
And
Levine.
on top of it, like,
Even
yeah,
when they're down,
like,
he's
I
still
don't
looking
know,
to do
I
the
don't try to
spectacular.
like
And he pulled it
exclude
off.
people,
Maybe,
but I mean,
maybe this is the
same
best.
way you're not supposed to look to hang
And that
out
does it
with
for the
young
third
girls.
quarter.
Like,
Both
I
teams
don't
clicking
want to
offensively
play
as we
video
approach
games
the
with young
fourth
boys.
Knicks out front, up 8. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on
It may
2K
be a
Sports.
video game. People make some video games for kids, but
And the final period of play
no.
just about to start.
When I want to
And
have
look at the
fun,
5 for the
I wanna
Timberwolves
have
to
fun
start
with
the fourth.
my peers.
Rubio and Levine teaming up in the backcourt. Gorgie Dang is out there with Garnett. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 slot. Vujicic's shot is off.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low
I heard
percentage.
about that.
Here's Levine.
You Call of Duty?
It's rebounded by Porzingis.
I don't know. I'm not really.
Fast break, here they come. Here's Anthony. The shake. Wiggins with the block. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Towns comes in for Kevin Garnett. And Shabazz Muhammad subbed in for Levine. And it's going by Jang. And here we go. Fast
I'm
break.
not.
Muhammad's got it.
I like a little bit,
Rubio
but I'm
dishes
not like
to Wiggins.
hit to it. I really
Back
don't
to
really
Rubio.
know. I was mad at what they did with
Now
the
here's
last Call of
Towns.
Duty. All
He's
the
tightly
fucking
guarded.
futuristic flying shit.
Down to 5 on the
Fuck
shot
outta here,
clock.
dog.
Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
That is just a careless
Black Ops
turnover.
1?
You've got to be
I
smart in those exchanges.
don't like none of the Call of Duties.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books.
I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing
Loading
about
with it.
that.
Now defended by Wiggins. Here's Porzingis. The rebound by the
My dudes are
Timberwolves.
like, okay, I'm just gonna
Wiggins
start making
passes
jump shots.
to Rubio.
These niggas are like
Wiggins
defending
drives
the
in.
post very fucking well.
Towns, no luck.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, He's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Vujacic kicks to Anthony. Pass to Lopez. Towns with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Knicks.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches. And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach.
My record with the Knicks is like
shot the ball
9-1.
exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves.
Chang, no luck. New York leading
Oh yeah,
by
that's my
11.
favorite team.
Here's
But
Roten.
I like using the Knicks
Passes it
because
to Porzingis.
they got Melo.
Wiggins with some nice
When
deep.
all else fails.
Yeah, but you have to love
And
that
Zane?
tough
Really?
interior defense.
And Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
He might not
And Towns
be.
gets it to go.
Might not be.
And
So
when
I
you've
don't
got
know.
a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
I don't know. Only thing I can say is, offensively, Melo is my favorite player in
Time
the
call
game.
here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no
No,
reason
I'm
to
just
wait
talking about the
around
game.
to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make
In
those
real life,
adjustments right away.
I gotta watch him in real life to give you a better jump. But I mean, apparently since he came on the
I
Knicks,
think
it
Doris
ain't been
Burke
looking
has
up.
something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what
But
Kurt
you know
Rambis
what?
had to say to the team.
He
He was propping his guys
what's
up
that
for their
man's name?
defensive pressure, saying, listen, the pressure you put on them has been fantastic. Keep pestering them, keep forcing turnovers, and we'll be in a great position to win this
Amari.
All right,
Amari
Doris, thank you
got
very
him.
much.
He's all right.
Follow with a screen on Chang. Grant, that's good.
A lot of space right there to get that
He
shot.
got on the team.
Not a very good job of the
Ooh,
defender
yeah.
getting over the top of that screen
I
in
mean,
that
like,
particular
Hollywood.
play.
And they've got a
got-
big lead, not just on the
we got
scoreboard,
Melo
but
on the
really in
team.
the rebounding numbers
got
as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But
And you
that's how
think
you
that's
win
what
games.
it was, Amari?
Kicks it out to Rubio.
Like they both wanted to be the go-to,
And
so
the
it
dunk
wasn't
by
working.
Towns.
But I mean,
Well,
then
for
the
one,
injuries kicked
he
in.
hasn't let them down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
A follow outside. Pass to Grant. And the rejection by Chang. Towns dishes to Rubio. Levine passes to Dang. Levine kicks to Towns.
Oh yeah.
Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Grant kicks to O'Quinn. On the wing of Flello. No good off the front iron.
Oh, really?
I tell you what,
Green
folks,
light,
I
yeah.
bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the call. New York with the foul. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he ends up making the second, and that brings them within 8.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
Williams against Wiggins. Here's Seraphin.
I hope it's good too, but I mean, like last
First free throw
I
is good,
would've-
and that will put them up by
what
9.
felt like forever for 2K15.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota.
And now this
Adrian
time,
Payne's checked
like,
in for
this
Gorgie Dang.
month
Garnett
that
comes
I'm
in
waiting
for
for. Like I
Towns.
waited, I'll say
Tayshaun
about
Prince
3
is checked
months
in
for
for
2K15
Andrew
to
Wiggins.
drop, and it was
And Jones
like
subbed in
super
for Ricky Rubio.
anticipated. they made more money off of this 2K than I think any other 2K.
Here's Williams. Great pass to set up the
I
lay-in.
think the company itself
And the
can
Knicks
grow.
lead by 12.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
On the wing, Williams. Garnett with the block.
Damn Garnett.
Payne.
I just won by 14. Wow, this nigga's gonna quit. You're so lame. I don't understand what satisfaction people get. Oh.
You're always gonna have people who don't believe.
You know what? That is
really
so
good at what you
lame.
do.
So what just happened was
That's
he
probably
played
more
it
so
till
because
the
they haven't
actual
figured out
buzzer,
how to be
right?
good at what they know,
And
or
instead
they
of letting
know
me
how to do,
win and get my extra bonuses
that's
for
just
my
what it
win,
is.
they quit
Every level you
so that
reach,
I
you're
don't
gonna come
get
against obstacles.
the extra
And you
bonuses
have
for
to
my
combat
win.
those obstacles in order to move forward. It's
Yeah,
almost
that
like
nigga
playing
was
a
homo,
video
yeah.
game. You know what I mean?
So now I gotta play more games.
Rises your sanity. Word.
Yeah, I'm in college.
True.
I worked my way up from freshman, so it's freshman, junior varsity, varsity, junior college, college. That is so hard. NBA? I'm just mad you niggas trying to mess up my VC and stuff, man. My little bonus VC, man. Let a brother eat, man.
Airing out the stage like a Neville, brother. Leave.
Yeah, me.
Dot on your face for no good reason at all. We in a bad place. Ha, ha. Hip hop is separated by the
What
nice and the
time it is? Oh,
what rap my age
probably gonna be my last one.
Ha, ha. Couple hip hop butter beans. Big sluggers move with me, it's a gutter team. I love women who love who know the boom from the back. OG still could fill a room when he rap. Mike Blessing in a recession is food giving back to occupy labels that move, didn't wax now. Here come Bumpy on a primo track to represent hip hop from where we go back. Crap, come on with it. Me and you getting it on, don't even go there. Come on with it, cause you know what we got to do. Come on with it. Me and you getting it on, don't even go there. Come on with it. Once I bring it to you, you won't be safe. No way. I let the beat keep breathing while I spit life to you heathens. You in the wrong place, to be real. Reasons. I usually don't spit corny styles like that cause I'm too seasoned. How you sending links trying to get on you stink. MCs don't give a what you think. Rapping if it's beef, I hit a brinks. You put that kind of paper on your head to make a lot of blink. Now think, wouldn't you rather keep it music than to lose it all because of music? I'm sure that's not
I haven't even checked out the All-Star game or nothing like that.
Before I lose it, and I'm in it for the long haul. Bars, like lifers in a long haul. Bar.
What the people who made the All-Star team? No, I don't know. The team made the All-Star? No, I
Once I bring it to you, you won't be safe nowhere. Real cinema, the feature's a top feature. Whose favorite MC is the Bronx teacher? Flows long around hooks so the words reach you. Joe Jackson on you, mic up, beat you. Now beat it before I pull his Tito.
Live from New York at the home of the Knicks, it's the NBA.
Ready to go?
It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Denver, Gallinari sits outside at 3 with Fareed at the 4. Moutier out there with Harris. The Nuggets missed the postseason again last year. Never really had a good look at it and just fell in back of the pack.
And it's the second straight year of not playing playoff basketball in Denver. This coming on the heels of 10 straight bursts between 04 and 13.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
To the inside. Here's Anthony.
He gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home.
I tell you what, he's lucky on that one that he got away with maybe not picking up a tee.
Here's Moutier. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's his first trip to the line. First one falls for him.
At the line for the Knicks.
Knicks last season had a lot of problems here in Manhattan, and it showed all over the floor, Greg. And you played for this team. You know what it's like to play basketball in New York. Not a good record for them at home last year.
How about finishing 10 and 31 here and playing in front of a sold-out crowd every night? And one thing about New York, they're going to let you know when they're displeased. Worst home record in the East and second worst home record in the league.
Now here's Moutier following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Now here's Moutier. He's covered by Roten. Clock at 6. And it's Harris off the drive. And that one's good.
And, you know, for the Knicks, there were a lot of reasons why they were bad at home. Bottom 5 in field goal percentage, against at home field goal defense, and third worst field goal percentage at home in the league.
Denver gets it back. Moutier with the ball. And Roten picks him up defensively. And here we go. Fast break. Roten's got it. Poked loose. Jokic passes to Harris. Harris missing again.
And you know, coming into the Knicks faithful, they still would sell this place out. And you have to give a shout out to the fans for sticking through what was a very difficult year. At least it has to get better.
Dishes it to Gallinari. And another miss by Denver. The Knicks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And Anthony gets it to go.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you props.
Count the bucket.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
On the way, Harris. Chance there to take the lead. Missing.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. I mean, you can see it. No flow at all to his game right now.
And that one's good. Roten.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Now here's Moutier. He's covered by Roten. Fareed. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. Denver with a tough year last season. A lot of losses for them on the road as they would go, what, Clark, only 11-30 away from the Mile High City.
Yeah, and Kevin, they ended the season on a 5-game road losing streak as well. I mean, they had mostly given up at that point as they had tried to develop young players, and it just kind of blew up on them down the stretch.
So New York ends up going with the new group. And that one's good by Lopez. Here's Fareed. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine. 59 seconds left here in the first quarter. Grant dishes to Lopez. And he hits the bucket.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Now here is Augustine. No one near him. Barton, no luck.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
It's Williams with the drive.
Come on.
No good. And it's Denver the other way. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Stolen by Fareed. Augustine in the corner. The tray. No luck. Here's Williams.
Oh. Made another one quit. Damn, yeah, the Knicks are 10 to 1. The Knicks is looking crazy out here, man. In college rankings. College standings. Oh no, somebody said play me. Lamar Ferguson. Oh man, dude. I would love to. I don't know how to, but I mean, I'll play, I don't really care if I play again. As long as it counts on my record, you know? Played a little pro-am earlier, but I'm gonna head to bed after a couple more. I got some things I gotta do. I gotta try to figure out how I'm gonna get this money.
What are you doing now?
A whole lot of nothing. But I think that, I think I might box a little bit more, have a couple boxing matches for some bread. I might, you know, do some training in or whatever. The wife says she's not a fan of that. She didn't like me going out, trying to have too much fun, going out of town and stuff like that. But, I don't know. I like playing the game, so I might play the game professionally. She's not digging it. Oh wow, this dude shoots 3-pointers 50% of the time. 52% of the time. So this nigga is a 3-point shooter.
We'll be bringing you an interconference matchup in this one as the Warriors take to the road. We're all set to bring you NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. So Golden State will get the first possession. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut in at the 5 spot.
Let me try to shut something down real quick.
Here's Roten. Rebounded by Bogut. Inside. Here's Barnes. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Well, I know last year the Knicks seemed to me to be very passive offensively, and that can sometimes be the case when you're trying to learn the triangle offense, but they never seem to attack the rim at all.
Well, as you mentioned, the Knicks very shy at going to the rim last year. Really could have used that dynamic among a lot of things to their game.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, think about this. The Knicks were last in the league in drives per game as a team. So they struggled shooting when they did attack the rim, only 42%. So those areas have to improve if this team wants to become competitive.
The other day.
For New York, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game.
I don't even know.
There's Porzingis. And again, it's New York.
I think he beat me both times.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D because that clearly was a breakdown.
It's Curry with the drive. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
It's been a very efficient first quarter for him. He's creating good opportunities and converting those that he creates.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Man, it's close, but didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Green. And so just over a minute and a half played.
Clever, crafty defense. He saw that pass coming before it was even made.
That one from long range. 8 points for Steph Curry.
You're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Anthony kicks to Roten. And stolen by Barnes. Thompson for 3. It's rebounded by New York.
Well, last season, Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
Iguodala dishes to Thompson. And it's Thompson again missing. The Knicks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. The drive by Anthony. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Greg, Steve Kerr did win over the locker room in a hurry last season. They had finished a successful run under Mark Jackson. Winning accelerates everything. They certainly bought into it.
They really did. And people don't often appreciate how difficult it is to come into a situation where expectations are that high. But he also went out of his way to empower his players and really give them some accountability. Didn't try to hide anyone on defense and played to the strengths of his team on the offensive end.
O'Quinn, the pass to Seraphin. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Thompson for the triple. They get it back. Bogut. Banked in off the glass. Bogut's got his second basket of the game.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Iguodala kicks to Barnes. Here's Thompson. And O'Quinn sends it back.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
That's tipped. Here's Thompson. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Now here's Anthony. 7 points in the game. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. Jarek Williams, he checked in for Carmelo Anthony. Then for the Warriors, Azili's checked in for Bogut. Spates comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry.
Livingston, stop.
Shot by Seraphin, no good. Thompson for the triple.
Minimal defense.
Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
To halt the run, and it's finished off by a Afflalo as he lays it in.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Rebound by Iguodala.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
It's always important to have that good interior defense.
My guy gets
and I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And so Thompson nails both of them.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
He got it up.
Oh, come on. He's being dumb on the passing, man. He was cutting through on the inside.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
I just think that from an intensity standpoint, their defense has really been the key. It's been the catalyst as they've been able to disrupt their opponent's offense.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been much more intense defensively. And their defense not only has been intense, but it's been swarming and saran wrap-like.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And New York looking at who they've got. Kevin Seraphin is out there with Kyle O'Quinn. Then it's Williams. Then there's Afflalo. And it's Grant in at the point. The Warriors making a switch here. Clark's checked in.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Williams attacking. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the finals. Impressive work.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Spates. Klay Thompson comes in for Leandro Barbosa. And it's Livingston in
it didn't make any fucking sense, y'all. The ball just glitched out.
He threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim. As for the Warriors, they had tough opponents the whole way. I mean, the Pelicans, Grizzlies, and Rockets, they all put up fights. The Cavs in the finals are just as tough with LeBron, but the Warriors found a way to come through.
Now here's Williams. After the miss from Klay Thompson. Stolen by Thompson. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Lopez, he's checked in for Kevin Seraphin. Porzingis comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Derek Williams. And it's Vujacic in for Aaron Aflalo. It's Anthony with the drive. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Porzingis. Porzingis has got 5 now.
And for the Warriors, it had been nearly 40 years, guys, since the franchise made it to the finals. They had a lot of pressure on them to win and finish things off, but they got it done and did it in emphatic fashion, winning on the road. The title solidified them as one of the all-time outstanding teams in NBA history.
But they get it back. Thompson for the triple. With the tip. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And now a 9-point Warrior lead.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
It's been
Tory
forever,
Roden,
dog.
he's checked in for the Knicks.
Oh my God, I think 2K.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best.
I feel like they just put a lot into their game.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
I mean, I believe.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor.
And energy into it, yeah. I think they're an awesome boxing.
Warriors leading
and
by
just
9.
not having any
Feeds
competition.
it to Spates.
I think
Ball
they
stolen.
actually make a lot of money.
Here's the break.
I think the reason
Here's
why
Anthony trying to get open is
companies are staying away from
Good
it.
defense by
Yeah,
Iguodala.
it's not selling.
Livingston kicks to Iguodala. And there's the foul on the shot.
Follow
He'll
what
go
you
to the line
want
for
to.
2. And there's the call. New York with the
The
foul.
hottest game, it could be best.
Last season ended with the Knicks pretty much packing it in, but Clark, it didn't start out that way.
You know what? Not at all. I mean, the Knicks were picked by many, Kevin, to be a playoff team last season. Clearly, things did not go as planned.
And again, it's the Knicks missing.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Knicks trailed by 9. Here's Anthony. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Anthony's got 9.
And it became clear, thinking about the Knicks again, I mean, it made sense for a team with injuries and being in disarray on the floor to just battle for that lottery. No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Warriors leading by 7. Look at that shot!
Oh my God.
How did that go in?
No.
Oh!
They say this nigga got limitless range, dog. This nigga is shooting from every
Hangs in the air. No good. Great D that time from Green. Pushing it up. Curry had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't sink the 3. Here's Vujacic. Roden kicks to Anthony. It's stolen by Bogut. Thompson for 3. Basket made. That's his 3rd of the game. He's 3 for 9 now.
Those are starting to add up. Their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been 3-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
I'm having a really shitty game.
And Anthony gets double teamed. High post Lopez. Back to Anthony. And the layup's good off the glass. Anthony's got 4 this quarter.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
They get it back.
I really like
a really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Yeah.
To the middle. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Barnes. It's stolen by Anthony. The shot is off.
God damn it.
That'll do it for the first half.
I'm down 11 at halftime. I can still win
And
this
we'll be
thing,
back
but
right after halftime for the start
I
of
mean,
the 3rd quarter.
12
We'll
fucking
see you in a bit.
turnovers to 5. 12 turnovers at halftime, dog. I'm playing like I don't got no goddamn sense. But some of them are my fault. Some of them are genuine bullshit that I did without thinking myself. But
Big
it's
margin
like,
on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player.
There's
Fully
no
on
way
display
to
there
feel
with
like
him.
an elite player, and they're nice.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. And it's Curry in at the 1. Here's Grant. Green with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Knicks trail by 10. Just 5 to shoot. Grant dishes to Aflalo. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Well, if you name an offensive stat category, the Knicks last season probably last in that category. All-around problems, Greg, for them scoring the ball.
Yeah, we may have to give them a new nickname, Last. How about last in fast break points, last in points in the paint, last in points per game, and then throw in bottom 3 in shooting percentage, and that spells abysmal.
Curry from deep 3-point range.
Everything I'm doing.
That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams and their effectiveness from the 3-point line.
It has been pronounced, no doubt about it. Definitely a big factor to this point in the game.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Spates comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Iguodala in for Harrison Barnes.
For the Knicks, it really was a struggle just to score points, guys. I mean, they'd go ice cold at times, and they didn't have anybody that seemed to be able to get them out of that offensive funk.
Oh my God! Win the tip off, and they get
so it's the Knicks now.
They're giving this nigga everything.
Can't get it to go. And New York the other way now. Williams against Thompson. Williams passes to O'Quinn, and Steph Curry with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Checking in for the Warriors.
Well, the Knicks knew that it would be a year of learning. All the offensive struggles aside, they did get a chance to evaluate everyone by giving them ample floor time. At least they found out a lot about their team last season.
Clark, he's checked in for the Warriors. Williams. Grant outside. He's looking for O'Quinn and finds him. And it's Spates with the rebound.
It's been a cold spell for them coming out of the half, missing their first 3 shots. A tough start.
Shots good by Iguodala.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
There's the bucket. Good.
Maybe with that, the lid on this basket will be lifted for him.
Stolen by O'Quinn. Moving it up. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Knicks trail by 14. Inside. Kick out to Aflalo. And that one's good.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Oh my God, yo.
And really just trying to take the wind out of their sails here, I think. You know, they're on the wrong end of the run and needs to just kind of exhale.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to stop the bleeding. Things were starting to spiral
I couldn't
completely
tell
out of control.
before after starting the game.
I think a timeout was a no-brainer there.
Every time.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Then for the Warriors, Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Draymond Green. Barbosa comes in for Ian Clark. And it's Livingston in for Curry.
You know, basketball can be a thing of beauty, and the Warriors showed just how gorgeous ball movement can be last year. Every possession looked like a well-orchestrated concert. It was incredibly fun to watch. Not so much fun, probably, to coach against. And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, you know, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
50.
Well, the Warriors did zip the ball around very well last year, Clark. They led the league, as Greg was just talking about, led the league in assists per game. It wasn't even close. Over 27 assists per game as a team.
Yeah, 28 times they had 30 or more assists. In 2014, the team that led in that category was the Spurs. They did it only 16 times.
He's like doing his best to...
And he sinks the
shooting
second.
threes that don't even make fucking sense.
I mean, the Knicks were bad last year, and it became evident early on as the season grew older. More and more of their national coverage games were being pulled.
Like defense to stop my man from scoring. He was just trying to intercept every pass.
Here's Anthony. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket. For the Knicks, losing a lot of nationally televised games, too. It seemed like every time they were on, they were losing. It might have been a blessing in disguise.
Well, I hope they look at it in a positive vein. It did give them a chance to focus on player development there in New York. Also allowed them to shut down Melo for the season. Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution for the Warriors.
Anthony up on top. He's covered by Thompson. And that's collected by Bogut. With the shot. And he hits the jumper for 2. And that's 12 points for Klay Thompson.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Warriors ahead, up by 11. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just... Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Warriors leading by 11. Grant is out there with a foul. Then it's Kevin Seraphin. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Down low. Here's Seraphin.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
And Thompson kicks to Green. Off target with his 3. Knicks trailed by 7. Right side, Williams. Here's Seraphin. Out of hand on it. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Curry with the 3 from beyond the arc and then some. Curry's got 20 points. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also the ball hockey. The way they come up with the steals, the way they harass the ball handler all day, forcing mistakes. They've really done a nice job of taking it down.
And both free throws good for Williams. Here's Curry. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. You can point to any number of things, Clark. The Warriors did well last year. Their play on the road being one of them.
Well, the Warriors were exactly road warriors all season long, partner. Hit the ground running and finished with the league's best 28 road wins.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. Iguodala with the steal. Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
A different look for New York. Knicks trailed by 9. Roten, the pass to Porzingis. Fires the 3. The Warriors pull it in. Bogut's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Thompson from long range. Good work defensively by Anthony. Roten dishes to Anthony. Down low. Roten, the pass to Porzingis. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Look at that shot! How did that go in?
How about that?
Oh!
I was just down 7, and this nigga pulls up right next to the 3-point. I mean, right next to the half-court line.
And lots of
He just
contact
walks
there.
over half-court and throws it up. But I don't mind him making it. I really don't.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make
frequency.
sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Nigga, like, is not missing. If he don't got a hand in his face, he is not missing that shit. Come on, man. This nigga Curry don't get tired
Now
neither.
a timeout called by Golden
God
State.
Damn.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. His message? I don't want us patting ourselves on the back just yet. We can congratulate ourselves after the final horn. Right now, we need to go out there and take this one home. Guys?
And thank you for that, Doris.
16. Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
He misses the free throw. Different look here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for Festus Ezeli. Draymond Green comes in for Maurice Spates. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Jose Calderon.
Now is not the time to be giving him that kind of shot.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Out to the wing. Here's Porzingis. It's rebounded by Golden State.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it. Even though it went down, I don't think that's the kind of look they should be settling for.
The drive by Anthony. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
That shot is good. He has made 8
down by 2.
That's 67% shooting.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right.
Oh,
5
yeah.
of their last 6
Oh,
makes
my God.
were
Klay
on
Thompson
the
from the
interior.
range, too.
They've established
Are you
their
fucking kidding me
inside
right now?
presence.
Roten Kicks to Anthony. Nice D from Bogut.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Porzingis. Here's Lopez. Count it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Here's Curry with the 3. It's rebounded by New York.
Now you need every basket you can get.
Greg, I think they're still alive here, but they better execute every trip down the floor from here on out.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And Anthony drops them both.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
Curry can't get it to go.
Oh, nice play on D. Got that hand in the face and prevented him there from getting an easy look.
Exactly. Alert and aware. Really reacted quickly to that shot attempt.
Here's Anthony. Count it!
His stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
We got the lead by 1 point, yo. But there's 2.8 seconds on the clock.
By 1.
This nigga been cheesy all night.
Just 2 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one.
I'm scared. I'm legitimately scared, dog. Anything can win. If we shoot like shit. 4 fingers. Wow.
Unable to get the ball in bounds.
5 seconds, yes.
The 5-second violation. So a close game sees New York take this one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finishes, but they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
Yep, and it might not
We
be
won
the
by
way a
1
coach
point,
would
dog.
have drawn
That's
it
a
up
deal,
from
yo.
1 to 10.
Carmelo saves the
But
day.
these fans love it.
I was dealing with this guy just shooting threes all game. He was making this bullshit.
Yo, Carmelo Anthony has 25 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 3 turnovers. Yo, Carmelo is
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Dorisburg, this is Kevin Harlan.
You said
Thanks
he
for
was that
watching the
nice in the game.
NBA,
I don't
presented
know
by
nobody who's nicer
2K
than him in the
Sports.
game.
We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
I mean, you know what? You know who might be nicer? LeBron might be nicer because his defense and rebounds, right? But you know why Carmelo's the nicest to me? After all he has that's in his skill set, after all of that, he makes his free throws. So even if by chance you have to get hard or get tough on him because you don't want him to make all that he knows how to make, you send him to the line, he gonna make them. I made 7 out of 7 free throws with him. With LeBron, that would not be the case. LeBron, don't get me wrong, LeBron's better on defense and he'll probably help out with more rebounds. But he's not going 7 for 7 on the line, I don't think.
He can't. He's not about that life.
DJ, I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give.
I've been on for a minute, right? Yeah, let me stop with the broadcast. Anyway, long story short, y'all. sorry for this ridiculously long broadcast. I was trying to get a feel for all of 2K16. I'm using just for my career dude, pro-am dude, but and checking all this stuff out. I actually like it. I hope they keep this for 2K17, and if they have any improvements on it, cool. I welcome that as well. Yeah, I hope they get rid of the quitting thing though. How people quit and you don't get the credit for that. But yeah, really digging it. I wonder what's gonna be on that soundtrack as well.